And you were going to say that was in your speech.
Okay.
That was in your speech, yes?
Yes. But what I'm saying,
and you were going to stand up on a stage full of a huge audience of people that were there for freedom of speech.
And that's his free speech, isn't it?
I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to.
He can say anything he wants because you guys support that.
Let's say
Can I put the shoe on the other foot? If you were organising an Islamic conference, are you serious, guys? Are you serious?
But we would
that
invite you.
You would allow me to come and talk about my view opposing Islam? No, you wouldn't, because the subject would be an Islamic conference. So why do you guys, who oppose freedom of speech, why should you ever be allowed to speak at an event that's for freedom of speech? Equally, I wouldn't expect to be allowed to come and speak at an Islamic conference. It's the same logical point. If you're organising an event on a subject, you don't allow someone who wants to come and put a completely different view and who do not support the cause that the event is organised.
Okay, let me say something.
Would you? That's common sense.
Brothers, I'm going to reply. If anybody wants to reply, I'm going to move away, yeah? Because every time I want to reply, you guys say something and...
No, carry on,
so
Ali.
please allow me to reply. If the event was about the veterans, and I said, let me speak, I'm wrong. It's got nothing to do with you, Ali. It's got nothing to do with your speech, Ali. If we hold an Islamic event, would I invite Tommy Robinson? No. If he said, can I come? I'll say, no. If you want to come and listen, yeah. But if you want to come, you can come and talk. If you come and say, you know what, there's a group and gang issue, there is this issue, and talk without insulting, without insulting. I listen to you.
But you made your point. You made your point. Yeah. Come on.
Sabr.
Patience. If he came and said, moving gangs is a problem in the community, we say, you know what, okay, how do we do it? But if you're going to come and start swearing at our prophet and doing this, we will say, no, thank you. Now, you can't come and say that's hypocrisy because my event is not called Freedom Day. Freedom
Okay,
of speech.
can I respond? Can I respond then?
I haven't finished. So, when your event is called Freedom of Speech, now you have a big problem, my brother. Because that means is if I come there, if a ISIS member, if Andrew Chowdhury said, you know what, I want to talk. You have no right to say no to me, even though I would.
Can I make a point?
Please, Steve, allow me. You can, but allow me. I listen to you. I didn't break you. If Andrew Chowdhury came, I would say, don't put this guy on stage. But Tommy Robinson and his principles and the day event, bro, you have to get him on board.
Okay, so your point is because the subject matter was freedom of speech, therefore anyone that wants to should be allowed to speak because it's freedom of speech.
No.
So who should not be allowed to speak at a freedom of speech event?
Not anyone.
Who? Well, give me some examples of who shouldn't.
Hear me out. I wouldn't say I'm a representative of the Muslim community because I have a lot of thoughts. But somebody who's in the YouTube platform, who's trying his best to do something, I believe, without sounding arrogant, that Tommy should have come to say to me, Ali, we have a difference, you have a large following, come and talk.
Why should he have chosen you and not Paul Williams or not
no problem.
the Archbishop of Canterbury? Why you? That's interesting. You think it should be you?
As long as it's a Muslim, it doesn't have to be me.
So he needed a Muslim?
Yes.
Why? Why?
There was a Sikh there. There was a Christian there. Yeah?
There were no Sikh speakers. I'm not sure if he
Raj.
He wasn't a speaker.
Raj.
He wasn't a speaker, was it? Did he give a speech? No, he didn't.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, but he was invited.
Come on, you were there. Oh no, you had to leave, didn't you? No,
Not
Raj
had
did
to
not.
leave.
Raj did not give a
We
speech.
were kicked off.
Raj, by the police.
Yes.
Raj did not give you a
we
speech.
escorted
Did not give a
No
speech.
problem, but he was
And
there.
I can't recollect anyone that gave a speech about Christianity. I don't know. Some of them might have been Christian, but they weren't talking about Christianity.
speech was not about
There was no. Was there any Jews there? I'm not sure. Were there?
Well, there was one, but he got
Were there any
from
Scientologists there? Were there any Catholics there? No. So you're saying this was a free speech event. In your view, there should have absolutely been a Muslim person speaking.
Let me put it like this. Even if
Yeah, is that what you're saying?
I believe it should have been, yeah? But even if it wasn't...
And all the other world religions. Where'd you draw? And politics. No, it's not just religion, is it? Should there have been a communist there? Should there
We'll talk about it now.
Yes.
Let them finish.
But it was a long day, Ali. It was a long day. Do you know how long all the speeches are? How long is this day going to be if you've got a communist, you've got a Liberal Democrat, you've got to have a Liberal Democrat, you've got a Muslim, you've you're a Scientologist.
Not against,
Is that
not against,
practical? Would that be practical?
As a person
It would be a whole week.
who I said, can I come? Yeah, can I come? And which they accepted.
Why are you special, Ali? Why did you or Islam? Why did that have to be represented?
No.
Scientology wasn't. Hinduism wasn't. Sikhism
I know.
wasn't. Communism wasn't. Capitalism wasn't. But you seem to think you're special and you should have been allowed. I don't get that. I don't get that. Why? Why are you special?
Firstly, I'm not special, and I don't want a special treatment. Yeah, neither did I get one. Yeah, I'm saying something very simple. Okay,
Get one.
1 second. What I'm saying is this. Yeah, is that as a Muslim, whether it's Scientology, Jew, whatever, I'm very sure, very positive that if a Jew came and said I want to speak, Tommy would have allowed it. Now, the reason
You're playing the victim card, aren't you?
I'm sorry. You take it as you
I
like.
know if a Jew had come, yeah, they would have been
100
allowed.
billion. He gets
And
funded
a
by
and a Hindu?
Yes.
Would a Hindu have been allowed?
Yes.
Does he get funded by Hindus? Right. Well, you just said something about he's funded by Jews.
Zionists, not Jews, Zionists.
So why? But a Hindu would have still been allowed.
Tommy gets funded by Zionists.
And your evidence for that is?
Clear cut.
And your was clear cut.
I do.
So you can share that clear cut evidence.
But I don't want to die young. I don't want to die young.
Well, they're going to kill you if you
Shall I
divulge.
tell you
If
something?
you divulge the
Shall I tell you
secret, they'll
something?
kill you.
Shall I tell you something? I know I don't want to die young. That's what I'll say, yeah? I don't want to die young, brother.
Can everyone switch their cameras off for 5 minutes while he shares that bit of information?
No, it's okay. It'll come out in his own. I've got nothing to do with it. If it comes out, yeah, I'm staying away, yeah? What I want to do is speak to
But
Tommy.
you did actually say, let me just clarify, you said if a Hindu had approached
Yes.
Tommy Robinson to speak,
He would have allowed it.
he would have been, sorry,
100%.
he would have been allowed, 100%. A
100 to the
Hindu would have been
50.
allowed. So it's only Islam that wasn't allowed.
Yeah, 100%. And we saw it that day.
Sorry, Ali. Always good to talk.
So, guys, as you can see, yeah,
I thought you were going. One little last performance.
That's conclusion. Last.
This is a detention hall.
Now, SYED wants to talk to Raj.
Detention hall.
Hello, I'm here to defend my friend Ski, the white man. You know, I'm a white man. I'm a house coon, so, you know, he's my master for some reason, yeah? So, you know,
Except for Saturdays when he's my master.
Are you my slave master? Because a lot of people think because I have a free-thinking mind that the white man is controlling me.
You talking like that from the
Just because I think it's a joke. Have a sarcastic
humour. I just noticed your belly is getting as big as mine.
You've had a human lobotomy. A human lobotomy, yeah? You cannot understand sarcasm.
So and tell Ali, when you're doing to camera pieces in the car, don't eat and speak with his mouth.
Yeah, it was like
really
it was like a horror movie.
Eat your food
Horror
and then do your
movie.
video. It's not
It was like a horror movie.
Eating his pasta.
I thought it was Jaws 4.
I should have told him. I forgot.
It was like a horror movie.
Finish your tuna
Right,
pasta
so where's
before you
Mr.
speak.
DAWAH? He's run off.
What did it all kick off about?
He doesn't want to speak to you.
Because he knows I've got the whole speech and I'm going to break it down. He says he respects Voltaire. A man who supports Sharia supports Voltaire. The person is that I despise what you say, but will defend the right. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I thought you were saying this black guy. You're looking at the wrong person.
So what was all the trouble earlier that kicked a minute ago that kicked off?
What's
I don't know.
happened?
I always reckon someone else.
He called me a hypocrite. So
What was the trouble,
You are not.
Leon?
But you need to let me claim. You need to let me defend
I
myself.
called you that as well.
No, but let me defend myself then. Can you let me defend myself? Because he's slandering me, but he doesn't let me defend myself.
Well, do
I've
it now.
condemned what happened to Mohammed Hijab. I think Ali DAWAH should have been allowed to speak.
Do you know what pissed me off about you that day?
You always pissed off
No,
with
no.
me. I can't do anything right. Doesn't matter what I do.
Why are you pissed off with him?
You're
You know when
always
that happened,
avoiding
yeah?
me.
What,
Doesn't
last
matter what
Sunday?
I
what
praise
happened?
Muslims,
He
they
goes,
hate me. I
Straight
don't
away,
praise
rather than
Muslims, I'm
condemning
hated.
it, he goes,
Like, I
oh,
can't win.
I condemn that. Then he goes, well, there's Islamic thugs as well, or there's thugs on both sides.
This, to be
Why'd
fair,
you have to say
this
that?
man has condemned it more than anyone else I've heard. Immediately since
and I've got
every
backlash
time
from
he speaks.
I've got backlash from Tommy's fans as well, saying, "Oh, you on the fence and
No,
you're
it's not that.
swinging like a thingy, like one of those."
But
kind of
for you
things
to
in the wind."
mention, oh, there's thugs on
What
both
I was
sides
trying to
as well.
say was that there are thugs
That-
on all sides. What's
Why,
wrong with
why,
that?
why say that? Why don't just condemn
it's
that act?
blatantly true.
I know that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when it happened,
Can I ask you a
condemn
question?
that,
I'll condemn it
that
fully.
act
I'll
rather
condemn
than
it out
saying,
loud. Can I ask you a
oh,
question?
there's thugs as well on
Can I ask you a
both
question?
sides.
Do you think Gavin McGuinness here is the drummer of Rolling Stones?
Who? I don't even know who they are. What are you talking
There is a
about?
problem with you guys
Don't
with
know who the Rolling Stones
sarcasm
are? No.
and irony.
No, I don't know.
Gavin McGuinness is a comedian.
He's got to know
and
that.
Muhammad Hijab asked me, what do you do for a living?
No,
I'm the drummer of the Rolling Stones. Everyone knows that's taken the mic. And he says, oh, good. Oh, all right.
Because we don't know who
Then on top
they
of
are.
that,
And what's wrong
then
with
on
that?
top of that, Ali Dawah asked Gavin McGuinness, do you believe that Muslims can have free speech? He says no. Only non-Muslims. Obviously, it's a joke. But why did you do that video for 5 minutes?
Every joke has a half truth in it, man.
Ali Dawah might not get it
Come
though,
on,
innit?
relax,
You lot are
relax.
so sensitive, man.
There is, you know.
Unbelievable. Think
But
about
like I
the
said,
joke in
when you
it.
condemned it, yeah, cool. Straight with next second and the next breath, oh, there's
you can't
thugs
come
on
back
both
if you
sides.
really
as well.
want to. Come
I,
down.
I have convictions. I do believe
Yes.
that there's thugs
From
on
now
both
on, I'm not
sides.
talking to you.
Oh,
Alright.
Ali Dawah.
I'm not talking to you because I told you.
Ali Dawah.
Brother, it's very simple. Don't talk to this guy.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Do you know the
bro.
walk past
Come on,
a tree?
kiss and make up. Kiss and make up.
I'm done anyway, I'm done.
Give him a hug.
What about freedom of speech?
Come on.
Muslim brother. You're Muslim brother. I'm part of the Sunnah. The Muslim Sunnah.
Anyway, I'm done.
What the Muslim Sunnah? Did you see that, yeah? There's supposed to be Muslim love. Muslim love, yeah? Muslim love.
Syed, you're out
And
of
you know
order,
what
man.
else though?
No, I've done what I need to say, I
He
said it.
blocked me,
Do you
he
understand? What I need
blocked
to
me
say,
on
I've said
Twitter
it.
after one tweet, which wasn't even abusive. Yeah? One tweet. Have I got into his mind so badly that he can't even speak to me? I've got his whole speech
COE,
here.
bro. What's all the
This
bluff?
is his whole speech here, and it's pure garbage. Yeah? Pure garbage. He's talking about Voltaire and free speech, but he wants to restrict free speech from Sharia. Yeah, and any kind of blasphemy. I want him to argue, have a debate with me. What does he deem to be hate speech and freedom of speech? Because today I was called. Someone said I got shit underneath my turban from Muslim from Omar.
That's the way you
Somebody
say
said, hold on. Somebody said to me that a religious
The way you
garment
said
that Sikhs wear, that wear these kind of like little kind of like shorts. They said, "Gonna grab that and put it over my head." Yeah? Another guy said that the religious sword. Remember, these are all religious stuff. Yeah, Muslim, a religious sword. He said to me that if I had a fight with him, I would need to use my religious sword, which I don't have. So all of these religious abuses, I let it go. But Muslims start crying and bitching and wetting their panties, over the most minute things. You need to get a tougher skin. If you can't speak as corner, you gotta hear what is gonna happen, and you're gonna have a lot of things said that you do not like. This is the UK, not Saudi Arabia. If you wanna go back to Saudi Arabia and live in the 6th century where there's blasphemy laws, you go back there. We don't want this kind of bullshit in Speaker's Corner anymore. It's crap. And the other thing is I got threatened as well, which I reported to the police that they said they want to burn me, and send my ashes to Kashmir. And they wanted to take me to an MMA match as well. So this is in one day. One day I've had this, and I've had this all the time. So you have to ask your Muslim brothers, if you can insult my faith openly, and I did nothing, why can I? I would though, man. But you can't have the stick. Or we could do a stick fight. Uncle Omar, I'm calling you out, yeah? I've got a stick at home just like your one, and we'll have a stick fight like Star Wars and Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Let's do it. I'm not defending. I'm defending free speech. Free speech. You can insult me, but when I insult you, you want to beat me up.
Are you defending the white guy?
What white man? I'm defending free speech.
What free speech you talking about?
Free speech isn't exclusive to white people.
That nobody can come in your country and have free speech.
Free speech is not exclusive to white people.
Where's the free speech?
Because I'm saying that people are ridiculing my faith, and if I was to ridicule their faith, I would get beaten up in this part. If I said to a woman, I've been threatened.
What is your
Threatened. Oh, so I have to get beaten before you take it seriously.
What is your
See that? Film this guy. Film this troll. Film this troll. Film this troll. Film this troll. I have to get beaten before something's taken seriously.
What is your religion?
Look at this guy.
What is your religion?
If you cannot behave like a civilized human being, you need to go home. That's not racist. That's not racist. If you can't behave like a civilized human being, you need to go home. Because you are ruining the country. The way you behave, you've got no sarcasm, you can't take jokes, you wet your panties like women all day. Yeah? Whenever someone's, oh, you wet your panties, you go, my faith speech attacked. I've got attacked all day. What have I done? I walked around. All right, fair enough. Until I got threatened physically, then I reported it. Yeah? So I'm saying to everybody, grow a thicker skin. If you can't come here and take criticism, I took criticism all day and abuse all day today, yeah? And I'm still here. Did you hear that? Look at this guy. Film this guy. This guy, yeah, is one of the most a grade A arsehole. Like grade A, 100%, yeah, through and through.
Raj, I've got a question.
He has no sense, yeah. This is the type of guy, yeah. Hold on, this is the type of guy, yeah, that needs to be sent back to Saudi Arabia, living on a donkey, yeah, in the desert. That's it.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Don't you think freedom of speech ain't there responsibilities that come with it? Ain't there responsibilities that come with freedom of speech?
All right, of course there's a responsibility, but the point is, what is offensive to you is not offensive to me. Now today, when someone said I got shit underneath my turban, to me offended me, but I didn't start putting my panties and running around killing people. So for you, if I said to a Muslim girl, you got something underneath your hijab, I would have been lynched here, wouldn't I?
Okay.
I'm going to ask the question.
I can't comment.
I would have got beaten up, or I would have got attacked.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah?
I don't know.
So I've got a thicker skin here to be able to take that and know this is Speaker's Corner and to be able to walk about like a civilized human being, not like most of the guys down here, like half ape, half gorilla. That's not a racist slur, but they're just behaving like, what can I say, savages. I'm going to say the word savage because there are savages in this country.
You are labelled as Islamophobe.
That's not racist because Islamophobe. Someone criticised Sharia, I'm an Islamophobe. I criticise communism, yeah? No one says something.
Civilised, constructive dialogue. And then you have like a cartoon.
Fucking Speaker's Corner down there. No Jamaicans who would have no fucking
Right, so
Speaker's Corner.
I've said my piece now.
Yeah, you're
You are a troublemaker. Making inappropriate comments. Running away now. Running away. Going to stairs.